Folks, it's Monday. We're live. We're alive. It's Monday, April 20th, 420. Blaze it. 420, blaze it, ladies and gentlemen. We're live. We're alive, and I hope everyone's having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. It is 68 degrees and sunny here in California, Los Angeles on stolen Tongva land. We're coming to you live. Woo! Goddamn. Trump campaign mentioned you. Democrat Senate primary in Michigan is between a radical leftist aligned with Hassan Piker and a theater kid who thinks she has McMantum. The entire bench is cringe. Okay, you can't on the one hand call me a terrorist and then on the other hand be like, he's cringe. It's one or the other. Am I scary? Am I a dangerous radical or am I cringe? You on that Trump radar, GG's? Yeah, it's gonna happen eventually. Let's be real. I mean, get ready for it. It's gonna happen at some point. It's I don't know when it will happen, but it will most likely happen. And when it does, my life will probably change for the worse. Okay, Trump's Truth Social post in his washed era not going to hit the same. Yeah, that's true. Oh my God. Wait, what? Trump says he's not controlled by Israel. I didn't see this one. And if Iran's new leaders regime change are smart. Israel never talked me into the war with Iran. The results of October 7th added to my lifelong opinion that Iran can never have a nuclear weapon did. I watch and read the fake news pundits and polls in total disbelief. 90% of what they say are lies and made up stories, and the polls are rigged just as much as the 2020 election was rigged. Just like the results in Venezuela, which the media doesn't like talking about, the results in Iran will be amazing. And if Iran's new leaders, regime change, are smart, Iran can have a great and prosperous future. Oh my God. God, he is in his washed era. He's chopped. He's chopped and he's unk. Also, good luck convincing people that Israel doesn't control you, okay, or your cabinet after you literally came out of the gate swinging with the Israel is the reason why we had to bomb Iran. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Oh my God. And he keeps writing these long ass fucking Truth Social posts. He's so fucking washed, dude. He's washed as hell. WAPO investigated Nick Fuentes' super chats. Yeah, I saw it. This motherfucker makes just off of super chats alone like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Pretty crazy. It is kind of unbelievable how much money this guy makes. But hey guys, it's fine. He's not a socialist. So, I'm sure all of the quote unquote leftists who constantly yell at me will not have an issue with this because he's not a socialist and also he's funny. Sometimes he says things that are funny where he like yells at Nazis in his audience, and that's really funny for everybody. And then they highlight that stuff. Had someone tell me you were a Mossad agent yesterday, so that was fun. Yeah, it sucks because like no one can be fucking objective or normal about the space that I occupy in this otherwise unbelievably reactionary landscape. Encountered anti-communist European who hates you, fun stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of those as well. Sources tell me the leftist influencers got out in time. This is literally a white supremacist Stu Peters. Trump, next we're going to go to war with Cuba. Watch what happens. I'm lost for words at this point, says white supremacist Stu Peters. Natalie Wynn, CONTRAPOINTS, quote retweets this guy, says sources tell me the leftist influencers got out in time. Please God. This information tracker says Korea, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Indonesia, Nicaragua, El Salvador, Guatemala, and now Cuba, yet another country yearning for liberal democracy, only to be destroyed by brutal Hassanism. Thank you CONTRAPOINTS for speaking out. We can't keep letting him destroy the countries. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with her. I don't know what happened. I genuinely don't know what the fuck happened. It's so strange to behave like this. I guess, I mean, once a Islamophobic sex pestiny orbiter, always a Islamophobic sex pestiny orbiter. Yeah, I don't know if it's like the Clintonite brainworms or if it's just like not taking criticism well. She equated you to a wife beater the other day as well. She's gone off the deep end. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with her. I hope she is... I hope she's doing all right. I wish her well. She has started what I like to call J.K. Rowling posting on the timeline. I don't want to be too mean, but like the vibe and the attitude of her posts remind me of the same kind of like hyper focus and brain rot only demonstrated by the Harry Potter author herself. Live long enough on the timeline and you turn into a villain. What did you do to help Cuba? I strongly advocated that we not elect a president who would invade them. By the way, I'm willing to bet, and I mean this sincerely, a lot of my naysayers at least do post enough, right? Or were active during the election cycle. I don't even think she was. Like, I have been more hands-on involved in the last election cycle and have never stopped being hands-on involved in the American political process a lot more significantly than a random bread tuber who delivers like 1 8-hour video every fucking 3 months or 4 months if you're lucky and collects Patreon cash in the process. So I do find this a little strange when people are like, well, I voted. Yeah, okay, so did I. And not only that, but also I haven't stopped, because for me, politics doesn't end when, Democrats win or lose. It doesn't end for the people that we're talking about. I went back and looked, and she made a few posts about how Biden should drop out in July 2024, retweeted Harris accepting the nomination, and made one post about the anti-electoral left, then didn't mention the election from July to November 2024. She's lying here. It's very strange, dude. Also, there was a Democratic president in 2023 and in 2024 that was responsible for Cuba being starved and being blockaded, that, caused tremendous harm. He also happened to be the vice president of Barack Obama, who actually did aid Cuba in a very meaningful way. So this doesn't even reach that same standard of like, oh, guess what? Democrats are far better to Cuba than Republicans. Like, Joseph Robinette Biden absolutely continued Trump's cruel policies against Cuba. But that's what I think is the real problem here. For a lot of these people, it's just basically like, I tweeted, and that's all. Like, politics ends and begins at like, I tweeted a couple times for Kamala Harris and I voted for Kamala Harris. What more do you want from me? You guys actually are far worse than me. You people who go out and protest when a Democrat's in charge, but you also go out and continue protesting when a Republican's in charge. Like, you people are actually far worse than me, a person who did objectively nothing, right? Nothing at all. That's usually what it is. And it's the same energy about like Cuba as well, because like she's being so ruthless and so silly about like people that went to Cuba and delivered humanitarian aid. It's like, well, that pales in comparison to what I did, which is nothing. Yeah. Oh, you care about other people and you actually did go out there? Well, then it's performative. You actually engaged in a performative act by actually going out there and trying to do something, which pales in comparison to my strategy, which is to fucking do nothing at all. I think there is this real anger that a lot of people have towards those who are frustrated with the way that the current system is designed, that actually do want to make this change, because they don't fucking want to make that change at all. They're, somewhat benefiting from the current system, or at least like, even when the current system is unbelievably violent to trans people, for example, you can like withstand the worst damages, I guess, or you think you can just like keep your head down. CONTRAPOINTS' fall from grace has been fascinating. Someone who de-radicalized young men and moved them to the left, now absolutely mauling over someone who also de-radicalizes even more young men, all downstream from the lucrative Hillary glazing interview. Lemau, amazing. She never de-radicalized anybody. That was a self-proclaimed title. She's always just another smug millennial Reddit atheist who we all had to pretend to take seriously because of video essays, when you can name 10 people more knowledgeable and influential in the same area. I mean, I don't think so. I think she played a decent role. I think she played a decent role in like teaching people about transphobia, shitting on Jordan Peterson, things like that. But that's all it was. Damn, I hope Trump doesn't attempt a genocide in Cuba, because then you'd have to wait 2 years to say a single word about it. Oh my God. I don't know. I sometimes I think it's like envy masquerading as like sincere political disagreements, maybe a personal distaste also masquerading as political disagreements. But this happens all the fucking time with people that exhibit critical levels of Hassan derangement syndrome, where they just look to world changing events and they immediately assume that I will be either in favor of it or against it. And if I'm against it, then I must be really devastated by it. So it's good that it happened. And I see this with like neo-Nazis on the timeline all the time, like, well, there was that one who was talking about how like Zoran can't commit the fast and free buses until like next year or something. And they were like, oh, this is going to really piss off Hassan. And it had like 10,000 likes. I was like, damn, dude, I don't even fucking live in New York. That's such a strange way to view the world. But I don't expect this from, I don't know, people who are supposed to be center left in their politics. Very strange.